Hello everyone, it's been so long since I picked up this camera. I was trying to think when the last time it was, and I think it was for my last concert. My mind's a bit scrambled, I'm very overstimulated this morning. Lots of commotion in the house, but I'm alone now, so I can actually start vlogging. I am so incredibly excited. I've been literally counting down the days, and it's finally here. I get to see Stray Kids. I honestly never thought they would actually come to Canada though. I know a lot of Canadians who have gone to see Stray Kids. I think they usually flew out to Chicago. But they're here in Toronto, and I'm so incredibly thankful for that. I think this is one of the K-pop groups where I'm just so excited to see because I sincerely love them so much. And I know all the members before going to the concert, so I'm proud of myself about that. Alright, I look a hot mess. I have to start getting ready now. It's the morning and my voice sounds so deep. I'm so sorry. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna put my contacts in. I was debating whether or not to do contacts today, but I feel like with the heat and I'm outside, I don't know. I think I will go with my contacts. I feel like that's the... I don't know if this angle's good for the camera, but we're going with it anyways. I think I had a similar setup last time. Alright, I've already brushed my teeth and washed my face. So we're going to do contacts next. Diesel, I have my finger in my eye. Please don't brush up against me. So, how's everybody been doing? How's life been? Here in Canada, we had a excessive heat warning. Felt like it was 34 to 37 degrees. That was crazy. I love the heat. I hate the cold. And living in Canada, it is cold, what, 10 months out of the year? Not actually, but it feels like it. And whenever we get the heat warning, I'm thankful, but I also get nervous because heat stroke is no joke. Whenever we have these weather warnings, I'm always thinking about the homeless and how they're managing out there, you know? I think I'm the only one who prefers to be really hot rather than really cold. I really hate the cold. I hate being cold. I personally can't function if I'm too cold. Don't mind my hair, I'll get to that in a minute. Speaking again about the heat warning, I don't remember which Stray Kids concert it was where people were passing out. That was scary, and I hope everybody that was at those concerts are okay. I know one of them got canceled because even Stray Kids were hot up there. And I can't imagine what the fans were feeling, just especially like if you're in like the front or in the pit. Being packed together like sardines scares me. That's one of my biggest fears. Now it's gonna be hot today. I still don't know what I'm wearing. And I feel like I'll just drink water on the way there. And then when I get to Union, I'll try and pee. And then make my way to the venue. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because it's hot, and the thing is, like, we have to take care of ourselves. You know? I have never been to an outdoor kind of stadium for a concert. The only thing I've ever been to that was outdoor were soccer games. Yeah. Those are the only two things where I was like, this event's outside. And both times that me and my mom went, one, it was just freezing cold. And then the other, it was just raining. It wasn't fun in that sense, but the experience is something that I'll never forget. Because I went to my first soccer game and my second soccer game with my mom. Aww. Alright. Time to tackle my hair. Oh my gosh. I'm struggling. You could just see it all over my head top. I'm struggling. I wanted to have my hair cut in time for the concert, but that didn't happen. I'm getting it later this week. With the heat, I do think I should wear a hat. So I'm not gonna do full fro. I think I'm just gonna liven it up. Because with this, if I do a fro, my hair is just gonna get patted down anyways. Wish me luck, y'all. Oh! I think I need like a really good spray leave-in conditioner. I think that's what I need. I don't know nothing about my hair. I'm 26 years old and I'm trying to learn how to take care of my hair. TikTok has helped me a little bit, but I still have like a long way to go. I really want to try coils. I just love the way it looks, but I don't know if I could do it myself. This is just thermal spring water, but I absolutely love it. Got a new pick. Time to tackle this beast. I wish I could see the back of my head. I need a separate mirror to be able to do that. Okay. Not bad, I think. Did the best I could. My fro is puffing. I need this cut. I need this cut. I'm gonna put some face lotion on. This isn't even mine. I'm using my mom's. Hers is better. I have so much anxiety. So much anxiety up for this day. Because, one, this is a new stadium. Never been here before, so I'm just nervous about that. Two, it is far. It's far. Okay? Because it's not in Toronto, it's in North York. It's deep, okay? Takes a minute to get there. And I don't know if when the concert's done, I'm gonna make it back in time to Union to catch a train home. So I'm nervous about that. And also, I'm nervous because I don't know what the seats are gonna look like from, listen, I got cheap tickets. Sorry, I shouldn't say cheap, because I put money down. But I got the cheapest ticket, okay? So I'm all the way in the back. And I'm gonna have to be like this, squinting to see Felix, and I feel bad. So I don't know what it's gonna look like. I know I'm just gonna be happy to be there. I know I'm gonna be happy to see Stray Kids. Oh man. But I do want to record a little bit on my phone. And I don't know how they're gonna turn out. I don't know if y'all can see me in this angle, I'm sorry. I had you set up over there in my past vlogs, but I like the camera somewhat here so I can talk to you rather than turning over there. Because before, when the camera was over there, I wasn't even speaking. It was just a montage. But with the camera here, I can at least talk to y'all. I don't know what I'm wearing, but I am going to put sunblock on my arms because I know for a fact I'm probably not showing my legs. Stays on strong when you sweat. Which one do I want? This one's 50, but this is also sport. Oh, this is also water. Maybe I'll go with this one because it's higher. I don't know if I'm the only one, but the smell of like sunblock just brings back like happy, like fun summer memories, you know? Going to the pool, going to the beach, being on vacation. Yeah, man. Isn't it so interesting how like a smell, a taste can just instantly bring back a memory that was just like in your subconscious? Hopefully this is a good sunblock. Hopefully it does its job. I've been watching a little bit more of the WNBA games, and I don't know if you've seen Caitlin Clark's recent games, but that girl, I mean, she always gets nothing but net, but those last 2 games, she really got nothing but net. I don't even think that ball touched the rim once.
And Cunningham is down behind the play, but they've got Caitlin Clark.
Anybody have any favorite like WNBA players? Sophie's kind of cool. I like Sabrina. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the WNBA, but I've been watching a little bit. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's always been cool, but it's like when you've never actually taken the time to sit down and watch something and you're watching it for the first time, you're like, wow. You know, and like once again, it's like all the more reason why like it's just so upsetting that they don't get paid as much. I understand why they don't, but it's just upsetting because they're athletes too and they're good at what they do, you know? Pride is happening right now. You know, Pride is this weekend in Toronto. Pride Toronto. I'm sad I won't be there. Gotta go see Stray Kids. Okay, we jumped forward a little bit. I got changed. I had leftover pizza. I've been drinking water. I got the house set up for my dog because he's going to be home alone for a little bit. I'm hoping he's not going to be home alone for too long. My mom and sister at the spa. Yeah, no comment on that one.
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
I forgot it looked like this. Not me screeching like a little girl. So this is my first ever Lightstick, and I'm happy I got it for Stray Kids. It says it's the Stray Kids official Lightstick version 2. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on TikTok saying how they're not allowing any other groups light sticks in the venue or the stadium. So I'm just a little paranoid that they're not going to allow mine in. Especially because I spent a lot of money. Like $100, bro. Hence the reason why I've never bought another light stick before. I spent a lot of money on this light stick, and it's my first time ever going to a concert with a light stick. So I really hope they don't take it away. The only downside to this light stick is that I have to carry it in my hand the whole time. Oh.
What a loser.
That's what a light stick does? That's cool. There's instructions here. I did download the app ahead of time. Press and hold the button on the light stick. When the light stick turns blue, press the connect button. Okay, it's blue. Connecting. Oh, connected. Oh, is it the same as on the screen? Yes, it is. After connection, the light stick can only be controlled with the app, not the button on the light stick. Register my ticket. Why do I have to register my ticket in the app? Oh, wow. So literally everything is in the app. That's kind of scary. OLED skin? What is all that? OLED skin. Guys, I didn't even know there was an OLED skin. Shut up. Oh, remaining battery. That's kind of cool. 75% battery left. Dang. I just bought these batteries. I did buy them at Dollar Tree though. But I just bought these batteries. That's sad. 75% battery left. Damn. Oh, now it says 100. Okay, sure. It disconnected the Bluetooth, but that's fine for now. All right, last sip of water, and then I'm gonna get going.
Nice.
Trying to stay hydrated, but I also don't want to pee. Alrighty, let's get going. Alrighty, this is the fit. I got this t-shirt off of a website that I saw being advertised on TikTok. Don't know if this is the official merch or not. When I ordered it online, it said it was black, but it came white, so. Either way, I'm happy because I don't have to wait in the merch line. Who knows, if the line's not that big, maybe I will get something again. Probably not though, because that's money. And then I decided to wear a long sleeve, but it's very thin. So I'm hoping it won't be like heavy because it's not cotton. Don't know what the material is. Kind of hard to see. But as you can see, it's like kind of thin. And the only reason why I'm wearing a long sleeve is one, when I'm coming home at night, and then two, air conditioning anywhere in the summer is just blasting. And like I said, I hate the cold. I got some nice little pants on here. Hoping I won't be too hot in these. And then I decided to wear a hat just in case. Sun in my eyes a little bit. I don't think I'll bring sunglasses because I don't have anywhere to hold it in my fanny pack. But yep, this is a fit. Stray Kids. Diesel, what do you think of my fit? What do you think of my outfit?
Try!
He's scared because he knows I'm leaving home alone. I'm sorry, baby. You'll be okay. Mommy and Sissy should be home. They went to the spa. Can you believe that? I don't get invited to those things. You and I will have our spa day. Such a good boy. Okay, so I'm getting ready to call my Uber. I have anxiety. I'm scared the line's gonna be big. I don't usually leave so incredibly early to get to a concert. Like, if the doors are opening at 5, I'm gonna get there for like 4:40. Because I don't want to, like, the lines don't go that long when the doors open. Like, they move quickly is what I'm trying to say. But I'm just nervous. And I keep going on TikTok and seeing the line being so big, so I was gonna leave at 2. It's 12. I'm gonna go now. I'm just calling my Uber now. I'm just gonna hope for the best at this point. All right, here we go. I haven't put the camera on in a minute. I don't know if you could hear me. I got inside, I waited for like an hour. It took a good bit to walk to the venue, but this place is big. This place is big. I was not planning on getting merch because the merch line outside was so long. And in this heat, yeah, no thank you. But as soon as I got in, I saw that they had inside merch and there was no line. So I went there. And I got a t-shirt. I don't tell my mom. But no, I wanted to get a t-shirt because the one that I came with is just so plain. Doesn't have the dates, don't have their faces on it, anything like that. So I want something different. I think I'm gonna get food because it's just after 4 and the bowl doesn't open until 5:30 and then the concert doesn't start until 7:30. So yeah, I have a lot of time to kill. Alright, I got the crispy chicken taco. Can't open this, hold on. Alright. This is it right here. I'm gonna dive on in. Wow, they even have a Ferris wheel here. I would go on it if I had friends here with me. That looks so much fun. I finished my tacos and I still have like an hour to kill. Let me see. Yeah, I have an hour to kill. Whew. It was a struggle to kind of like get in here, but I think getting here at the time that I did kind of helped a little bit. There's so many people here, but like I think they did a good job setting this place up. I'm excited for the show. The only song I want to hear them sing is Chick Chick Boom. That's the only song I want to hear them sing. I'm like so excited. If they do the festival version of Chick Chick Boom, I probably lose my mind. Alright, so I guess I gotta wait until I can get inside the bowl. So I think I'm probably just gonna chill here for a little. Oh, you can see a plane! Fun fact, this stadium used to be an airport, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna kind of sit here and kill some time. Definitely gonna take my hat off though, because it's hot, and if it wasn't for that free water they were handing out, I'd be in a lot more pain. They're playing a lot of K-pop music though while we wait, and I kind of like that. They have a lot of no-name water. Just like basic water. Water in cans, water in jugs. Not your typical bottled water, which is interesting, but I guess there's reasons for that. There's so much people here, I can't get over it. Ooh, look at the Ferris wheel. Alright, I guess I'll see you when the concert starts.
눈앞에서 들리는 음악 소리 목소리가 바뀌는 외쳐본지
It's a beast mode, as we got content, got trophies in the bank. Sound like it, put pants in my hands to the fence. Gas is running, hit the pedal, we go fast. We so advanced, we the first and the last. We so advanced, we the first and the last. Woke up early, yeah, money, got to play, we go with shots. So once again, got your bitches, got me out of school. I'm a follower, notice now I pick my own rules. So got that fire, body shining like a jewel. This is a groove, we show what do.
있었던 말에 알고 우리의 작은 거리 고고먹고 싶은 범위 뒤끝 모아 대상점이 또 많은 거리 이겨야 거기 넘어왔지 수록이 희망의 기다리 Call us kind of good Do you their powers that we hold For their own desires Watch them explode Call me, call me, call me, call me I'm a giant Crushing words with love I'm a giant Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me I'm a giant Crushing under love You can call me Harry Potter Just take no more I'm a bear on the pole If no good, it was just trying to run it It's all a deal because it ain't my son Make it flow, make it flow, make it go far Hit up, do the work Girl, I'm not good for you. Girl, I'm not good for my hand and 거리 말해 거리 저 거리는 거 경험 거리는 텅텅 텅텅 여기 내가 걸어가지마 왜 gonna feel on my way. Keep going down, going down, I'm falling down. Now see this, that's the way that I don't black out till I never space out. Now see this, isolated.
One more time.
Just look it all, cause I'ma go my way. 손잡지 말라 말도 필요 없지 위는 얻지 못해 밑에 고개 숙여 지나가. 어리니까 눈만 나올까. I'm fine, never giving up. 세상 만들어낸 빛이 가득 밝혀. It's like you light up right now. Toronto!
Hi. Okay, so it's the day after the concert. I got home yesterday and I had to crash. I was tired because I was out all day, lots of walking, the heat. I'm tired. So I decided to film today, the day after, to talk about my experience, but also recap. I wanted to recap kind of like the Rogers Stadium experience since it's brand new.
Go to sleep.
First, let me talk about the concert. The concert was so good. Oh my god, I'm so happy I went. That was like another surreal moment of like, oh my god, I'm here. I'm seeing these guys sing the songs that I love so much.
Stray Kids everywhere, all around the world. You make Stray Kids stay!
When they did Chick Chick Boom, I was like, this is life. I'm so happy to be here. I don't need nothing else. This is the moment that I waited months for. Just this one song. That was it. Okay, anyways. With Rogers Stadium, I initially wanted to leave my house at 2. But like I said, I got anxious and I left earlier. And I think I made the right choice. Sorry for my voice as well. I just woke up. And I'm also getting sick because the venue was outside and it was cold, but I'll get to that part later. So I left my house, and this is just my experience because of how far I have to travel to get to that venue. So I left my house around 12:17. I caught the train at 12:44, and I made it to the 10-minute pathway walk from Downsview Park to Rogers Stadium. Like just before 3, a little bit before 3. Maybe, let's say 2:40. So because they don't allow water to be brought into the venue, I made sure to hydrate on my way there. And boy, was that still like not enough. Because everything truly is outside. And the thing is, in the heat, It wasn't that bad.
Why the you lying?
I think it's just because like I'm used to traveling in the heat. So as I was walking in the heat, I was fine. But then when I had to stand in the lines, that's when I started to feel it, which makes sense, I think. So after I got to Downsview Park and I got outside and started to walk. Hear me when I say it's a good walk. It may be 10 minutes, but you're still walking quite a bit. Another thing is there's lots of gravel. So wear shoes according to that. I'm very happy that I wear sneakers all the time, so I wasn't affected too much by that. But waking up this morning and going on TikTok and seeing people's comments of like wearing bad shoes and having blisters, and it was very dusty. Like not extremely, but I did come home covered in dust. That was just my experience. I don't know if anybody else came home dusty, but I definitely came home dusty. Around 3 o'clock, that's when I started to line up to go into the plaza because the plaza opened at 4. So I was in line for an hour and I wasn't that far into the line. Maybe I was like halfway from where the line kind of like started. I was like halfway. Also, if you are lining up for the merch outside, that line is incredibly long. Okay? The merch line for outside the venue is incredibly long. Incredibly long. Okay, so please be prepared for that. As I was waiting from 3 to 4, I think that's when I started to feel like how hot it was because I was standing in one place. My tongue started to cramp because of like, I think of like the heat and how dehydrated I was. I was fortunate to get one of the free waters that they were handing out. It was in a can. That's another thing. They were handing out water, but it's so hard to get water to everybody. So you may not be fortunate enough to get some of the water. I literally got water, I think at 3:50. So I was in that line for quite a bit. I think there were 3 gates to line up for. When you first get to Rogers Stadium, you see like gate 1, and then you see floor, and then grandstands. So if you're on the floor, you line up in the floor. If you're in the stands, you line up for grandstands. If you have all that special privilege, you have to walk around, I believe, to get to like gate 2 and 3. I could be wrong because I ain't got that. I don't have that status.
I'm broke.
So when 4 o'clock hit, they started to allow us to come inside the plaza. They check your bags, and then you scan your ticket with your phone. That process, like once you get to the front where they check your bags, that's quick. I think it didn't even take me a minute. Like that part was quick. When I got into the plaza now, I didn't know this, but they did have merch being sold inside the plaza as well. When I got inside the plaza, I think it must have been 4:10. I saw they were selling merch and there was maybe 20 people. That's it in the line. So I booked it. I already planned not to get merch because I was like, I can't wait in that line and I don't know how the venue is going to sell up their merch lines. Because I find for K-pop, the merch lines are so incredibly long and everybody buys like 6 things. So everything goes really quickly. Like with ATs, I waited in that line for an hour and I only ended up getting the small like trading cards. But I was lucky to go online and find their merch website to buy a t-shirt. Anyways, I got into the line for merch. I think I waited maybe 10 minutes in the line. I got my t-shirt. they have a lot of merch inside the venue. From what I saw vaguely, there was 3 different places that were selling merch. So if you don't want to wait in that long line outside the venue and take a chance, line up early to get inside the plaza. Because if you get inside the plaza quickly, then you can run to any of the merch lines and get your merch there. That's how it worked for me. Once again, I didn't know they were selling merch inside. I was not planning on buying merch. I spent, with tip, $87 on my t-shirt. That's all I wanted. I only get the t-shirt. If I had money, maybe I'd get something else, but I ain't got money like that. After I got my merch, I decided to get food. They had the regular, like hot dogs and hamburgers. They also had, I think, like 3 or 4 food trucks. I ended up getting this crispy chicken taco. That cost me, including tip, $21.44.
Damn!
For 2 tacos. Please remember, the food's not that great. It's just to put something in your belly if you're hungry, you know? I wanted to put something in my belly because, like, it's hot out there. Like, I have to take care of myself, you know? Yes, the food is, and everything is expensive, but your health really should come first, because I waited so long to see Stray Kids. I'm not about to pass out and miss it. You know what I mean? So I got my tacos, I ate that, I chilled for a little bit. I decided to use the bathroom before the concert started. So this was around, I want to say like 4:40. I decided to check out the bathrooms. Now the bathroom setup, I think there could have been a little bit more bathrooms, but the bathroom setups were okay if you're the first people to use them. Now, relatively, when you look at these bathrooms, because they're just like, they're porta potties, but they're all connected and they have plumbing. The issue was, I don't know when, I don't know how, but the plumbing stopped working. Disgusting! There's maybe 3 of the porta potties that actually flushed.
What?
The other porta potties did not flush. So that was unfortunate. Because you can vaguely see like all the plumbing systems behind it and underneath it. So if they did flush, I think it would have been great. Another thing about the bathrooms is that they're relatively clean. They're relatively clean. Like, I'll give them that. But they're so small. Like, as soon as you close the door and you're inside, the door is like right here. And the toilet is like right there. So I'm not a big person, but I did have to squeeze. I sat down and like my knees were touching the door. I'm like 5'6", I think, and I weigh like 115. So I'm not a big person. But I had to squeeze. And I remember, like, as soon as I closed the door, I was like, how are other people managing? That was literally the first thing in my mind was, how are people who are bigger than me managing this? Like, it was tight. They had sinks outside the bathroom areas with soaps you could wash your hands and stuff. So I did like that. So after you use the bathroom, around that time, that's when you can start to hear, like, sound check happening. I think it's maybe like 3 to 5 songs. I wasn't keeping track. Then I started to line up in your section of where your seats are. So, for example, my section was 111. So outside the bowl, because that's when they let you inside the bowl, that's what they call it, 5:30. So outside the bowl of the actual arena, outside the actual bowl of the stadium they have the sections listed all around the stadium. So you just have to find your section around the stadium. So for me, my section was like head on. So I'd have to walk far. It was like head on Rogers Stadium. That's where it was. Oh my God. When I was lining up to go inside and find my seats, I saw Ben Kim.
Oh.
He literally walked right in front of me. Oh my God. If I was a different person, I totally would have asked, hey, can I take a picture with you? I'm too shy. I'm so shy. I hate that I'm so shy and I have anxiety sometimes. Because I really wanted to take a picture with him. Like, that was so cool. Like, he passed right in front of me. I was like, that's Ben Kim. I wanted to say hi. I really did. So when it was 5:30 and they let us into the bowl to find our seats, it was a little confusing. I know a lot of people struggled just trying to find their seats. I wish I could explain how the seats were, because it wasn't like this is your section and this is your row. Somehow the rows kind of intertwined a little bit, and that's where they kind of got confusing. So once again, I got there early so I could find my seat properly, because I did not want to have to move. I did not want to be in somebody else's seat. The concert started and people were coming in last minute. That's a lot of anxiety. So I got there early. So now when I found my seat, I sat down and I was like, okay, this is pretty high up. That's fine. Nothing new. Nothing extremely new to me, because like I said, I went to soccer games and they're not, I don't know if they're the same height, but it felt like it was the same height. But when I sat down, I was the second to last row from the very, very top. So there was one more row behind me at the top. That's how high up I was. And I was at the back. I wasn't on either side. I was at the back. So I saw like the whole stage head on. When I sat down, I was like, oh, it's brisk up here. Now at first I was like, oh, the breeze is so nice, because down on the ground it was hot. I was hot all day. But me, being a person who's always cold, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be cold. Especially when that sun is gone, I'm gonna be cold. And I was. So I'm very thankful that I did wear long sleeves. I'm thankful that I did buy my merch, because that was an extra layer to put on. Even though it was a t-shirt, it was an extra layer to put on. So that helped me a little bit. Funny enough, the girl sitting to my right had a jacket. Like a winter, not a full-on winter jacket, maybe like a fall jacket. A little bit bigger than a bubble jacket. So from 5:30 to 7:30, I was there in my seats waiting. It wasn't sold out, so like when the concert started, but there's a lot of people. Like there was a lot of people. I think there was so many people on the floor. I don't even know how your experience was. I know if I was on, yeah. Me personally, I would never buy, especially for a stadium, I would never buy floor seats unless it's literally the first row. That's just me. I will gladly take the stands. That's just a personal preference. The concert was great. One thing I noticed when the concert started, and even Bang Chan mentioned this too, is the sun was sadly in Stray Kids' eyes, but I guess it makes sense, because us coming to see them, and we're filming, we don't want the sun in our eyes, so I guess they have to take that sacrifice. So where I was sitting, because I'm at the back, the sun was setting behind me to my right. So it was nice not to have the sun in my eye. I don't know if the stands on my left had the sun in their eye. I think they would have a little bit, because I think they would be facing it. Concert was great. The stage was kind of far, but that was okay. The side panels for the monitors of just like straight up of Stray Kids, they were, what's the word? They were vertical. So the monitor looked like this, like the ones on the side. So that was a little hard for me to kind of get used to, especially for the parts where they were showing the screen like this rather than like the full thing. So that I had to get used to. But this was my first stadium experience. It was really cool. Like the concert was really cool because I'm just like watching a lot of like K-pop concerts when they go to like Nissan Stadium and whatnot. The fireworks, I didn't know we were gonna have fireworks. So that was another surreal moment for me. I was like, I'm seeing a K-pop concert at a stadium and they have fireworks. I see it on TV, I see it on YouTube all the time. But to actually be there, I couldn't believe it. Another surreal moment for me. The sun started to set around 9. So the sun was up for the majority of the concert. So that's another thing to be aware of. Now, this is like kind of like the hard part about this venue placement. I unfortunately had to leave early in order to make it home. So I think I missed the last 4 songs. I ended up trying my best to get down the stairs and out the stadium around 10:30. I didn't start walking until like 10:47. Another thing I didn't know was outside the stadium, like the bowl, they had the monitors of the Stray Kids performing outside. So if you were outside in the plaza, you could actually see them. So that was pretty cool. So I left and started walking around like 10:47. I had to buy water because I started to get a headache, I think because of the heat. And I spent $9.31 on water. And that's including tip. But fortunately, I got this free popcorn. At the end, I was like, oh, you selling the popcorn? Because I felt the popcorn. And like, you could just take it. I was like, okay, thank you very much. So whoever gave me this free popcorn, thank you. I started walking back towards the subway station around like 10:45. I don't know what time I caught the subway, but a lot of people were leaving before that time. So when I started to leave, there was already a crowd forming to get to the subway, and different subways, and I think there were go buses. I'm so confused on the go part. I don't know if it was a train or a bus or whatever. I know I woke up this morning and saw people's experience leaving because they stayed for the whole concert and they had a very difficult time leaving. That's your warning right now. Like, it is hard to leave. I had to leave early because of how far I was going, and I had to go to Union. I ended up getting to Union at 11:30, and I got the train at like 11:50. That's the second to last train that was running. So I'm very glad that I left when I did. If I had to wait longer for the subway, I probably was not making my train home. So that was a major thing. Also taken into account, just walking down the stadium steps to just get outside is very hard because people would not move. So that took up a lot of my time too, because I probably would have been able to leave earlier. And then when I was walking to the subway, please remember, it's a good chunk of a walk, so please take all of that into account. I know there were a lot of people who drove or were taking Ubers from the venue. That's a nightmare. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you are going to drive, my suggestion, and I know a lot of other people were suggesting it too from what I read on TikTok, leave your car where you can catch a subway and then take the subway. I think that's your best bet if you are going to drive. Do not drive to the venue. Do not get to the venue and try to catch an Uber. It's a mess. And also, when the concert ends, you're gonna have 50,000 people leaving the same time that you are. So even trying to get to the subway is a mess. Trying to leave is a mess. So please take all that into account. Now, I know a lot of people were upset with this stadium, were upset with the prices, were upset with the lines. I think for me, because I've just been to enough concerts, I already knew what to expect. I knew what to expect. So nothing surprised me, nothing shocked me at all. I think the only thing I do different is buy one of those collapsible water bottles, the water bottles that go like this, just so I could drink that in the line while I'm waiting to go inside the plaza. I think that's the only thing I would do different for me. They do have water refill stations. I only saw one. I don't know if there's more. And once again, from reading on TikTok, a lot of people say that water refill station, there's a long line, and it's not cold water. That's what I read. So I came into this Rogers Stadium experience with like no expectations. I knew what to expect. Nothing was a surprise to me. I knew I was going to be out in the heat. I knew I was going to be outside. I knew food prices are going to be outrageous. Like, I spent almost $10 on water, but I had to do it because, like, it's my health. I got to take care of myself. Yes, the water is outrageous, but when I go to Scotiabank Arena, the prices there are outrageous too. So I already knew what to kind of expect, so nothing shocked me. I was prepared for all of that. I had a great time. I have no regrets. I wish I could have stayed because they're playing, I think they played Chick Chick Boom, the festival version, after I left. And that's kind of like that one experience I wanted to experience. So it's unfortunate, but I had to leave earlier. I wasn't making it home. Like I was very fortunate to make it to the subway, wait 2 minutes and catch a subway instantly. I think if I had to wait longer for that subway, I don't think I was making that last train home. So please do give yourself time if you do have to go to Union. They did not charge us for the subway going home, which was nice. So that's also something to be aware of as well. Well, other than that, I think I said everything about the experience. I spent $30.77, including 2 tips, on just food and drink alone, and only bought 1 drink and 1 piece of food. So just keep that in mind, okay? It's a lot of money. Please be aware of that. And also, if you're gonna be drinking water in the lines, please do try to get some electrolytes because it does make a difference. Please. When I was waiting in line, I only got 1 freebie. I want more freebies. What do I need to do to get freebies? This is my 2nd time getting a freebie, and it's only 1 thing. I don't know whoever made this, but thank you so much. It's going in my K-pop card collection. It's my 2nd freebie ever from a K-pop concert. My first one was a sticker too. Yeah. So thank you for the freebie. And then also when we were waiting in line to go inside the plaza, there's like these 2 girls doing a whole bunch of like different K-pop dance routines. So whoever those 2 girls were, You kept me really entertained. You killed all the choreo. They did boy groups, girl groups. I was just concerned because I was like, it's hot outside. And y'all dancing in this heat, in the dust. But you kept me entertained for like that full hour. So thank you very much. I had an amazing time. I loved all the songs that they performed. I think the best part for me was when they sang Chick Chick Boom. And then there is a part when they were like, okay, the show's done and whatever. And they did kind of like all the like really big hits back to back to back to back to back. And it didn't stop. And I was like, that's the best part of the show. You had all your bangers. At the end, it was back to back to back to back to back. There was no break. They just busted it all out. I think those were the two like best parts for me. And also the fireworks. The fireworks were really cool. Really, really cool. So, Rogers Stadium. Lots of water. Okay? Lots of water. You can't bring water in, so also be prepared for that. You cannot bring water inside the venue. So stock up on a lot of water while you're waiting in line. Drink up, please. Another thing. Lots of gravel, so dress accordingly to that with your shoes. I did come home covered in dust. Not a lot of dust, but I was dusty. I think that's all I could really give you about tips for how to handle Rogers Stadium. Once again, I didn't mind it. I knew everything was going to be outside. I know a lot of people are saying there's no shade. I was like, no, there's not going to be shade because everything is outside. Everything. You are outside all day. Hence the reason why I'm feeling like this and why I have a cold, because I was outside and it was cold at the top in the stands, especially with that wind. You're outside all day, so take that into account, okay? Anybody who's going to Rogers Stadium, have a great time, because it truly is a different experience if you've never been to a stadium. I had a great time. I can't believe I got to see and hear Felix. I can't believe I got to see Hanjin move. That boy moved. I was so excited to see that, and I got to see it. Chongbin and Han. To hear you two rap, that was amazing. That I was taken aback, because every time I watch their like music videos, when it just comes out, and I'm just hearing that flow, I'm speechless every time. But to see it and hear it in person, you guys did amazing. Sungmin, your vocals, keep it up. Keep it up. I loved it. Seriously. Your ad-libs, like, during the talking parts were amazing. Bang Chan, you're a great leader. Keep it up. You're so kind. Please, 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 never, never change. Lino, Ian, I love you too as well. I seriously do. Just seeing their particular smiles on that big screen, amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm so happy I went. Thank you so much, Stray Kids, for giving me this experience. Thank you so much for watching my vlog. I hoped my stadium recap can help you in the future if you're planning on attending the stadium, for what to expect. Oh, also, my first time using a Lightstick. Oh my god. My camera died, so I'm using my phone right now. I just want to say, my first time using a Lightstick. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna have to get a Lightstick from now on. This was amazing. I don't think I'll get it for every group, but definitely the groups that I truly like. This is my first ever Lightstick. I'm so happy I got it. No regrets. No regrets. Alright, I gotta go take care of myself, because I'm sick from the cold. I get cold really easily, and when I get cold, I get sick. So, I gotta go take care of myself. Sorry if my voice is off. It's the morning, like I just woke up, and I haven't spoken yet. I'm getting a little tickle. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you're okay, but if you're not okay, that's okay. I hope to see you guys later, and please remember, the only opinion that matters is the one that you have of yourself. See ya.